Hello, today we're going to talk about twin flames and how you can tell if your twin flame misses you and thinks about you.
Yeah, we decided to do this topic because we've been getting lots and lots of clients asking us that very question.
And there's many reasons why twin flames find themselves apart and why they have not made contact or won't reply to you if you try to reach out or communicate with them.
Well, many, let's say most of the reasons are more complex than they appear on the surface. For whatever the reason is, although a twin flame may be reluctant or hesitant to express their feelings and thoughts to you in the 3D, they may be coming at you from the 5D into the 3D.
And sometimes you may get indications via signs or something through your connection, affecting your thoughts and emotions without realizing what is really going on.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to cover in this video to try and help you understand and then validate for yourself what is really going on with your twin flame and what they're thinking and what they're feeling when it comes to you.
So let's start with this common occurrence. You have made a conscious effort to put your twin flame out of your mind. You refuse to dwell on thoughts of them and refuse to keep taking trips down memory lane, driving yourself crazy with nostalgia. You are putting your focus back on yourself and doing anything and everything you can to keep your mind occupied. You dive into stuff you must do at work, projects you've been putting off, and taking care of yourself.
Yeah, but then out of the blue, in pops an image of the two of you together, or a memory of something the two of you did, or a conversation you had. Regardless, something from the past between you and your twin flame starts playing in your head. Now, your mind didn't wander down memory lane. This thought, image, mini movie, whatever, just came into your mind out of nowhere. Now, before you think you caused this, think again. You didn't pull up this memory. You weren't looking for it. And your emotions certainly didn't trigger these thoughts, to weave into your consciousness.
Nope. So, when things like this happen out of the blue, they are a real true indicator that your memory bank of your twin flame was opened by them. Your twin flame. They opened the vault. They are browsing through it, and you are being triggered to do the same thing.
Now, take the validation from that your twin flame is thinking about you. Then really try to look at the context of what came into your mind. What did it make you think about? Was it a great time that you had? What is it a particularly romantic time that you had? Was it a funny time that you had? What is it a fight that you had? Whether you're both having a wonderful time or you're laughing or you're sad, in need of comfort, whatever. Really look at what thoughts in particular popped into your head. Now, your twin flame may not be thinking that exact memory, but it should and would be a similar one.
Exactly. If the thoughts are of good times you shared together or anything that you would consider a fond memory, then it's obvious that you are picking up on your twin flame, thinking of memories of you, that they are choosing to reminisce about you. So, are they thinking about you? Yes. Do they miss you? Obviously.
Yeah. Now, little caveat here. If you're scrolling through their social media account, putting on music or movies or TV shows or whatever, all that remind you of them, of course, then you're triggering yourself to think of them. So, as long as you're steering clear of any of that behavior, it's coming from your twin flame. So, next, let's get into moods. And what happens when your twin flame is missing you and going through their own emotions concerning you? Okay, let's just say you're out with your friends, having a good time, laughing, and then suddenly, out of nowhere, zap, your mood suddenly sours, and now you want to burst into tears and basically just go home. What the heck just happened?
Well, that is another sign your twin flame is missing you and that you're on their mind. Remember, your emotions were centered in what was going on in your life at that time. You were having a great time, smiling, laughing, doing other things with your friends, and these emotions invaded and took over your own emotions. They're not coming from you. Your connection is picking up on the thoughts and feelings of your twin flame at that moment. So before you let it get you down, take it as a message or take it as the message or validation that it is.
Yes, because you're getting a clear message from your twin flame that they're sad and depressed, or that they're the ones fighting back tears, or that they just want to be the one to just pack it in and go home. So instead of looking at fake posts on social media of your twin flame smiling and seeming as though they're on top of the world, you now have validation that they really are miserable. So now take a look at what memories or thoughts that emotion triggered in your mind. Okay. That may give you more information as to why your twin flame is thinking about you at that moment and what is making them feel bad and what types of memories they're pulling up and how, about the two of you and how they're making them feel. And you also may feel that pull, I'm saying, that tug of your connection at that time because it's as if they are reaching out.
Did it instantly make you think of them and how you wish they were there and how much you miss them? Well, there you go. There is your sign and your message.
Exactly. It's more useful to you as intel as to what is going on with them rather than letting it ruin your entire day. I mean, if you've been asking for signs and messages from the universe and you don't find out what's going on with them, well, there you go.
Another way your twin flame may be letting you know they miss you is through the physical effect their energy has on you. You may suddenly, out of nowhere, feel a flood of warmth come over you, kind of how you felt when the two of you were together or when they kissed you or whatever. Sometimes you may actually feel they're touching you, hugging you, put their hand on your shoulder, or brush your cheek with their fingertips. You may even smell their cologne or some scent that reminds you of them.
Yeah, and this is a really good indication that your twin flame longs to touch you, hug you, and again, feel you physically. At this time, they may be reminded of a scent that reminds them of you or long to smell your perfume again. Again, when things like this happen out of nowhere and they barge in on you, they are being sent to you from your twin flame because the connection is always open. If you are up to it, allow yourself to feel what it is they are feeling towards you and take the signs and messages that you're being given. Send back to your twin flame whatever it is that you want, since the channel is obviously wide open.
And another sign that your twin flame misses you and that you are on their mind is being constantly bombarded with numbers that remind you of them and are significant to the two of you as a couple. And if it's happening all the time, over and over, no matter where you go or what you're doing, this is definitely another sign that your twin flame misses you.
Yep. Whether it's 11/11 or both of your birthdays, the anniversary of the day you met, your or their lucky number, it's showing up on receipts, clocks, billboards, your phone, social media. It doesn't matter. You're being sent a sign, and maybe you've even been asking for one. And they always happen for a reason. Chances are your twin flame may be pulling on you or even may have felt you pulling away from them. And it's causing them a sense of panic. And because they miss you and don't want you to move on from them, these numbers come out of the woodwork and bombard you with these signs.
Yes, and it's very common that when a twin flame senses you taking your energy or pulling your energy away from them, They freak out, and suddenly you see signs like this all the time. It's important to note that there's more than a good chance they are seeing these same numbers all the time as well. It's not a stretch to think that what is happening to you is also happening to them.
Exactly. That's why it's very common that after repeatedly seeing the same numbers and signs over and over and over again, boop, suddenly your twin flame reaches out to you. Coincidence? No. The signs were there that they were missing you and thinking about you.
Now, this next one is a really popular one. You have every reason not to reach out to your twin flame. Perhaps in the past, when you did, they ghosted you or were horribly rude and even nasty to you. Or it could be that the way they left was cruel and you did not deserve it. Or it could be that they were responsible for why you're apart and not talking in the first place. It's on them to reach out to you, and you know it. That is why you have not reached out and have left it up to them.
Yep. But suddenly you are overwhelmed as if possessed by this urge to contact your twin flame. You've been doing your best to resist that urge, but you feel yourself slipping. Why is this happening to you out of nowhere and for no good reason and against your better judgment? Your twin flame is sending you a message. They miss you, and it is them that is fighting their own battle to contact you. So please stay strong and don't give in to the urge. Let them work out their resistance because until they do, they haven't learned their lesson and aren't ready to be 100% authentic and open with you and with themselves.
And of course, if your twin flame really misses you but hasn't reached out yet, they will often invade your dreams. Again, you may be beating yourself up because you're trying your best to keep your mind off your twin flame, and you feel defeated because no matter what you try, it hasn't worked. And here they are, haunting you in your dreams.
It's not your fault. You can't control what you're dreaming, so stop doing that to yourself. Now, what can happen and does happen is that your twin flame is purposely meeting you in your dreams because, for whatever their reason is, they can't do and say in the 3D, so they will do so in the 5D. Try to remember your dream when you wake up and focus on what was said. What were they doing? How were they acting? So you can kind of validate and understand the message that they were attempting to send to you.
Another way to tell your twin flame misses you and thinks about you is they make their presence known to you in a casual way. They may suddenly unblock or follow you on social media. They may start liking things you post on social media. They may start talking to people that are close to you, even friends and family, knowing you will find out about it and be forced to think about them.
Yes, and this is typical twin flame behavior when they are not 100% ready to reach out and fix things between you, but they want to make sure you haven't moved on until they finally are ready to contact you. Side note, this often happens when you really are focusing on moving on from your twin flame. Now, suddenly, your twin flame reaches out wanting to be friends or to see how you're doing or ask you some stupid question that they could have Googled and gotten an answer for themselves.
And now this can send you into a spiral of missing them, feeling miserable again, and all of your progress of moving on may seem to backslide or feel like it's backsliding.
And this is exactly what they wanted. Why? Because they miss you and are thinking of you, and they want you to be emotional and thinking about them.
So, these are some of the most common ways you can tell your twin flame is thinking about you and misses you. We hope this sheds some light on the subject and resonates with you on your journey.
And we were thinking about having some live shows where the viewers can ask us questions and we can have more of a discussion, you know, saying about whatever twin flame, soulmate, whatever topics you might like. Now, we're not going to do that if nobody's really interested. So if you are, please drop a note in the comments that you are, because otherwise we have no idea if there's enough interest in doing a live stream.
Thank you so much for watching. Please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day, everyone.
Bye.
Hang on.